Oh, I know, a rare sighting on YouTube. A Dunhill review. That doesn't involve the Icon series. Rare treat for all of us. Let's see if this rhubarb-based, yeah, I said it, rhubarb-based scent is worth your money. She's cheap, too. YouTube fragrance family, welcome to a Robes 08 fragrance review. Today I'm putting this nose right here to the test on the house of Dunhill and their scent called 51.3N. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my partner FragranceX.com for this fragrance. It is a true definition of a cheapie on this site. You can utilize my code ROBES08. You get 15% off on this fragrance. And I'll be honest, this thing is dirt cheap on Fragrance X right now. So let's take a look under the hood. 51.3N hit the shelves in 2009. Bottle sizes. We got the 1 ounce, 1.7 ounce, and the bottle I have is the 3.4 ounce bottle. Concentration, it is eau de toilette. From my source, I hear that this thing has been already discontinued. And that really explains the pricing that it's going for online. When fragrances get the axe, usually the price just dips way down to the bottom of the barrel. And when discontinued fragrances hit that rock bottom, once the fragrance gets scarce, that's where our fragrance community goes into full drive. Either it stays down or it's gone forever, or you're going to see it on eBay and inflation just hits it. And you're going to see fragrances like these for $100 plus online. At this point, we're looking at $20 to $50 USD for this fragrance. And my partner FragranceX has a very fair price for this one. I think I got my 3.4 ounce for around 24 bucks Canadian. Not a bad price. It's grouped in the aromatics family. It's very much aromatic, of course, with the use of lavender, rhubarb, and grapefruit in this one. Definitely grouped well. Let's take a look at the note breakdown. Up top, we have the rhubarb, grapefruit, and pink pepper. In the mid, we have lavender, black pepper, and cedarwood. And at the base, we have vanilla and sandalwood. The major notes to this nose right here would have to be the rhubarb, which is good news for us that bought it for the rhubarb, the lavender, and of course that vanilla. Sandalwood also plays a role, but I'll get into that a little later on in the review. So as far as the name goes, very unique name, 51.3N, and some of you might be like, what? What does that mean? Well, 51.3N is the coordinates for London, England. Dunhill are based in England. It makes all kinds of sense. So preferred sprays and wear. Now what I usually do, 1 on the chest, 2 on the neck, so I'm going to go here and here each side. I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, so I'm just going to go inner elbows here with my long sleeve shirt, and I am set 5 sprays. Obviously I'm going to do 1 spray on the back of my hand here just to remind me of the introduction of this scent. So my overview of this scent, from first sniff, the star of the show delivers, and that's what you want. If you blind bought a fragrance on one particular note, better do your research. But second of all, you want to see if this note's gonna show up. And it did. The rhubarb is front and center up top. With scents like these, I purchased purely on 1 note profile. It's quite a gamble for someone like me. I like gambling sometimes. Heavily discounted scents like this sometimes are not very good. And a very interesting note sometimes just, it's in the note breakdown, but it has no bearing to the scent profile at all or hardly any. So you want to see a note like rhubarb really blossom on a scent that you're purchasing for rhubarb. So I'm happy to let you all know, if you're looking at purchasing this fragrance, that there is heavy rhubarb nuances in this fragrance, and you're going to get a lot of it up top. Like, you're not going to miss it. The rhubarb is paired immediately with some sweetness from the vanilla. with a little bit of a grapefruit drizzle, which your grapefruit here is your standard, typical designer grapefruit. It doesn't amaze. It actually takes away a lot of great things about this set. I rather wish that they didn't utilize grapefruit at all. I understand the Parfumier's use of it, but really it takes away from that beautiful rhubarb note. More into the mid of this fragrance, the lavender peeks through and will give this scent its standard fresh aromatic qualities. At times, paired with the rhubarb, it brought me to almost a red, chalky quality to the scent. At this point, I would have loved the rhubarb to be a little more tart here, maybe a little more acidic. And I know they might have utilized that grapefruit trying to give an acidic quality to the rhubarb note. These are small complaints to the overall scent because of the price point, of course. The rhubarb as a whole gave this scent a green, celery-like quality to my nose with a very good, a very solid strawberry red sweetness. Now, you're going to get some redness from the pink pepper, but that strawberry red sweetness is all over this fragrance. It was rather nice to see the green nuances, the red nuances of the note of rhubarb. Very well played by the nose behind this. Now, deeper into the dry down, 51.3N starts getting much creamier, much smoother. That, of course, is because of that vanilla sandalwood combo. So it's going to get much smoother than the opening, less playful. It's going to lose the citruses, the grapefruit's gone. The fruity tones start delving down a little bit more. The lavender continues to throw its strong presence throughout as a secondary note. Vanilla amplifies a little bit, sandalwood amplifies too, and they're going to be more pronounced on your skin later on. The rhubarb itself continues to throw its green and red facets, but they're slowly fading while the hours start piling up. With the amount of pepper notes and woody notes in the note breakdown, they do have fairly minimal rolls. As a whole in this scent, it does have some peppery and woody nuances, but it gives more depth than anything. The cedarwood's not big and bold. You're not going to get that Home Depot pencil shaving type of feel of the cedarwood. The black pepper really doesn't give you any bite. Pink pepper has a small role in this fragrance, so just an FYI, very much rhubarb, vanilla, and sandalwood heavy with, of course, that lavender in the mid. Now let's get into the revolver, where I go real quick on some occasions, seasons. You can wear this, best events. Let's go. Recommended age on this one, any. I didn't see anything. It's not too playful. It's not too mature as a scent. It's right in the middle that anybody can really wear this. Seasons, I see this more as a tweener fragrance. It has some depth to it. It's not as, even though it's listed as an aromatic, well, we got that vanilla, right? We got some sandalwood in here. You got some peppers too. So it has some thickness to it. So it's more of a tweener, spring and fall. Day or night, I see this as a daily wear scent. Work appropriate, yeah. In the office, this is easy to wear. Signature scent worthy, yeah, I could see that also. Best events to wear this. Again, I named it off in the office, daily use. You're doing errands casually. You can dress this up. You can dress this down. It's not too playful. The rhubarb's very nice though. I keep sniffing myself because of that rhubarb note in the intro. Very well done. My final thoughts on 51.3 North. It's not a bad fragrance for the price. It's not. A respectable release, and for the price under $30 is right where I feel is the sweet spot for this fragrance to purchase it. At a discounted fragrance, the question is, for you, because it's discontinued, it's going to be hard to find, is it worth searching out? Is it worth a blind buy? That is up to you, and it all comes down to, I think for me, it all came down to, I didn't care about the sandalwood, the vanilla. Obviously, I want to see the composition do well, and it did. But the seller was the rhubarb, and it sold me. So that is up to your nose. If you think that you want to add something with rhubarb in your collection, this can be one that you can have for cheap, at least for now. It's readily available. So let's get into my rating system. Let's take a look at projection longevity first and foremost. Fairly average scores here. As you can see, projection, we got 5 bottles out of 10. Fairly average as far as projection. This thing didn't push too much. Longevity, 4 bottles out of 10. I'm going to say 3 to 6 hour fragrance. So it's not going to last your whole workday. You're going to have to reapply if you want to continue to smell this fragrance. It never really pushed the boundaries. At times it barely hit 8, but that's what you're going to figure out is you're going to get at least only 3 to 6 hours out of this fragrance. Compliment factor, 4 bottles out of 10. It's not a showstopper, guys. It's not. It really is just a solid fragrance. That's all it is. A compliment factor. It doesn't have that wow factor. Not too many people are going to come up to you and say, wow, what are you wearing? I want to buy this for my husband or my boyfriend, whatever. No, it's not one of those. Uniqueness. 6 bottles out of 10, not overly high. Obviously, a lot of the notes in this fragrance, smelt it before. They're pretty good. They're not great, but that rhubarb brings it up. And that's why it has a 6, because the uniqueness of rhubarb, in a sense. There's a lot of rhubarb-based scents. You'll be surprised, but this one is fairly solid for the price you're getting it for. And that goes to pricing versus what you're going to get. 7 bottles out of 10. I felt it was a very solid release for the price I'm getting it now. Versatility, 7 bottles out of 10. Fairly versatile scent. As you can tell, it can be a signature scent if you wanted it to be. Smell-wise, I'm going to give it 6 bottles out of 10. It has some redeeming qualities. As far as an overall score, 51.3N. North, London, Dunhill. What do I give you? 6 bottles out of 10. It's an average scent. You're not going to lose any sleep if you can't purchase this. And it's all up to you. As far as rhubarb, you think that you need a rhubarb scent for under $30. Is it worth pulling the trigger? And that goes to buy, try, or pass. As far as my recommendation, it's more of a try. If you can try it out, if you can get it for super cheap, try it out, see what you get. As always, I'd love to hear your take on this one in the comments below. If you have smelt this fragrance, good or bad or the ugly, you let us know how crappy or how great this fragrance is on your skin. The more comments, the better. People can do their research. They're watching me, but they're going to look down in the comments below and see what other people think. That's what's great about this community. If you haven't smelt this fragrance, let us know in the comments what your favorite Dunhill-based fragrance. Don't say Icon. Don't do it. Something else. Something different. Let's try it, mingle a little bit and see what else from Dunhill I should buy, because I don't have too many of Dunhill brand. Now, if you enjoyed this content, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Have you hit that bell yet? That bell's waiting to be rung. Are you part of my notification gang yet? If you haven't already checked me out, I am on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. All the links are down below. If you want to join a Facebook group, I do have a great group called FGN Fragrance Guru Nation. We have 14,000 people on there that discuss fragrances. People are selling, swapping, doing all kinds of stuff. Join us today. Now I'll leave you with a few takes from my social media. People have given their takes on this particular fragrance. I certainly appreciate all of you that are watching this, and you have commented on my social media. Merci beaucoup. And hopefully your quotes are at the end of this video. As always, great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching.